Every day, around 72 million letters are delivered through the doors of homes all over Britain.
When we set out to post a letter, how many of us consider the impact at the other end? One person who has is 24-year-old Vicky George from Surrey. Vicky found receiving cards and posts quickly became the highlight of her day when she was confined to her bed with severe ME. Unable to walk, talk or sit up, she often had to lay in the darkness as she couldn't bear the light. Despite this, Vicky started sending happy posts to other ill, isolated children, and Post Pals was born.
Everyone likes getting something in the post anyway, but when you're sick and lonely it means even more. It was just nice hearing about something as normal as somebody going down to the local shop. And then the idea of Post Pals came to me. To Megan, happy half term. Do you have any plans for half term? It's Halloween soon. Will you be dressing up? I won't be, but I'm going to hand out special lollipops to trick-or-treaters. If you blow in them, they whistle.
Today, Vicky's ME is still up and down, but Post Pals continues to grow and currently helps 150 children. So how does Post Pals work, and how can you make sick children smile?
Logging onto the Post Pals website, 55 chronically ill children in need of cheery cards, gifts, letters or emails are listed. Their siblings are also listed and receive cheery posts too. 5 easy steps guide people on how they can contact Pals, with individual pages for each pal provided. Details including a pal's picture, updates on their illness, their interests and favourite things are listed to help people choose suitable posts or gifts to send. Costing just the price of a stamp or package, Post Pals has caught the imagination of volunteers worldwide. Monthly themes are run throughout the year and some volunteers send posts or gifts linked to this. Rose Johnson is a fairly new volunteer, attracted by the personalised touch of Post Pals.
I was looking to sponsor a child, but I didn't really want to just set up a direct debit and leave that for 12 months and not have much input. So I was looking into that and I came across the Post Pals website. I normally have a browse around the shops in my lunchtime, but another thing I like to do is we like walking on the beach, and we quite often find stones with holes in, which my mum always thinks are lucky. So I quite like sending those out just in case they're lucky for somebody else as well.
Other volunteers like Kate Dickerson have been involved longer. For 5 years, Kate's been providing regular post, sending pals homemade cards. It's not just the pals who benefit from Kate's card making though.
It's given me a focus because I've been ill myself and I've got ME myself and other things. It sort of gives me something to get out of bed for, and to go on the internet and to look and see how people are doing, to look and make the cards, and you build up relationships with the families and the children, and it's nice to see how they're doing and to know that you've made their lives like just a bit better sort of makes you feel better as well.
And pals receive more than just cards. Volunteers like Valerie Lilly make quilts to send to children and their siblings.
I had an email from a lady called Jane Beswick, who calls herself the quilt coordinator. She emailed me and asked if I could provide a quilt for one of the Post Pals. One was for a little boy called William, who actually was in hospital in Birmingham, and the other quilt I sent was to a little girl called Kezia, who had 2 brothers who were very disabled and was feeling a bit lonely and sad because of it and needed a bit of a cheer up.
One family helped by Post Pals are the Hughes. Kerry and Ian's son Zach was diagnosed with leukaemia in December 2007, just 10 days off his 3rd birthday. Zach also suffers from other health conditions, and in November 2009 was diagnosed as mildly autistic. More recently, in January, he spent a lot of time in and out of hospital after contracting pneumonia. Despite all this, Zach is a lively, happy 5-year-old.
Balloon!
Since joining Post Pals, he's regularly received posts from different parts of the world.
He gets quite a mix of posts, doesn't he? Some months are quieter than others and so on, but probably on average 2 or 3 emails, 4 or 5 postcards, same sort of number of letters, and then maybe 2 or 3 gifts. In fact, we've got some here. We had a school in Korea, South Korea, send us a load of Christmas cards, several with invites of marriage. We've got...
And lots of telephone numbers.
I think this is from Holland. some gifts that were sent from Japan. Oh, we got a Christmas card from Russia. Most are from England, but well, from Britain, I should say. But they come from all over the world, quite literally. Africa, Australia, America, everywhere.
No, Papa Pig.
But what difference has Post Pals made during Zach's illness?
It's made him smile. Because he goes to the door now, don't you, Zach? And you look through all your post. And then you find your name on the post, don't you? And then you open them all up and you get excited with all the cards.
Kerry or Ian often sit with him to go through his daily post.
You want to see it?
Oh, it's okay.
What's next?
No, look yet.
Oh, look now. Can I look now?
Yeah!
He says, please look after this bear, thank you. Paddington. To Zachary, lots of love from Kate D.
Another child helped by Post Pals is Nicole. One of 4 founding pals, she became the face of the charity, appearing on their promotional material.
Diagnosed with a cancerous tumour on her spine in 2003, Nicole was with Post Pals from 2004 until 2008. Although wheelchair-bound from the effects of the tumour, Nicole has beaten her cancer. She's no longer a current pal, but still regularly looks through all her letters and remembers how receiving posts helped her when she was unwell.
Made me feel excited because you didn't know if you were going to get some, and then loads came.
What do you think of the people that took time to send you letters when you were ill and things?
I think it's nice of them to send them to me.
Post Pals' impact on the lives of ill children and their families hasn't gone unnoticed, and both the charity and Vicky have received many awards, including the Favourite Lottery funded project in 2006. Further recognition came in 2008, when Post Pals received the Queen's Award for Voluntary Service. The highest honour a charity can achieve, Martin Lewis, chairman of the Queen's Awards Award Committee, explains what it means.
There are 3 ways that the Queen's Award for Voluntary Service can help those who win it. Number 1 is in terms of media awareness, because whenever an award is won, because it is part of the honours system, it's the equivalent of an MBE for groups. That in turn draws in very often more volunteers to the organisation to help, and of course more money as well, which charities like Post Pals always need. And the nomination was quite outstanding. I've got it here. It came from another girl who was chronically ill from her parent, and her mother said, Post Pals was a first. No one else had thought of this way of bringing sunshine into the lives of seriously ill children. When they first started, people thought it would collapse through lack of support from the public. How wrong they were. It has grown and receives tremendous support from the public. The girls that run Post Pals have faced great difficulties themselves. They do most things from their beds or hospital beds. They often do things at night, as illness can reverse your sleep patterns. They still persevere, even though they are sometimes very sick themselves. They struggle financially and rely totally on charitable donations for help.
What do you personally think about a charity like Post Pals and Vicky George?
I think Vicky is one of the most amazing people it has been my privilege to meet. Post Pals as a concept is completely outstanding. It's one of those wonderful ideas that you wonder why no one had thought of it before. You know, maybe because everyone thought it existed. But she thought about it, she did something about it, she had the initiative and the energy to get it all together. And of course she is now helping a growing number of young people who are in similar positions to her. I think it's a terrific organisation. It really deserves to be supported by anybody who is on the philanthropic trail, who's got a little bit of spare money and wants to help this great and terrific cause.
Individually, Vicky has added the 2009 British Red Cross Humanitarian Award to her accolades. Robin Wells, from the organisation, gave us this statement. Vicky works day in, day out from her bed, giving pals a reason to wake up each day and something to look forward to. She provides a listening ear for families and always remembers when a child has a scan or important test coming up. From all the nominations we received, Vicky stood out because it showed her continued determination to support others despite her own difficult condition. But it isn't the awards that matter. For Vicky, knowing she's helped a sick child smile is the best reward. She says Post Pals
Keeps you positive and makes you very, very grateful. There's nothing better than knowing you helped a sick child smile.
If you'd like to help Post Pals, visit their website www.postpals.org. postpals.co.uk for more information.